Folks, I'm Bryce Holdaway, he is Ben Kingsley, and we are the hosts of The Property Couch, and you might be wondering what we are doing. Ben, what are we doing?
If you haven't heard, we're giving away our best-selling book. That's right, Bryce. It's free.
It's free. In the interest of Black Friday, Ben, we want to be a part of it. We're going to give away. So we've got some copies, folks, of our book that we're going to give away. If you go to thearmchairguide.com.au, but only because you're part of our Facebook community, because we are launching this as part of the Black Friday phenomenon that goes around the world. But what we want to do today, Ben, is we just want to showcase some value that you can actually get from this book. So we are going to, what are we going to talk about today, Ben?
Mate, we're going to talk about the 4 levers. So let's get into it. What are the 4 levers to financial progress? What's this, Bryce, over here? They're the levers.
They're the levers.
Oh, I like it. I'm playing with my levers.
Something I prepared earlier, Ben. So
here's my quadrant.
I'm going to get you to kick it off.
Okay. Oh, look, just surprised me. Income.
Right.
Here we go.
What's the first lever?
First one is income, Bryce.
Okay.
Money. Money, money, money. Symbol. There we go. That's what it looks like.
So, folks, what we want you to do is think of this in the context of what we're going to go through is show what these 4 levers actually are. But if you think of like a bobcat or a bulldozer where bit lever so the arm can go down, then this lever so it can drop down. At any point in time, that bucket on the end of that dozer might be in any certain, might be in sort of all manner of different locations. And that's the metaphor for people who are actually retiring, because some people might need to be in that spot for a retirement ban, and some people might need to be in that spot, and some people might need to be in that spot. Hence the reason that we're using this analogy in terms of the levers, so that it's not a one-size-fits-all, and you can actually play with these levers to get to the destination where you need to be, rather than saying, well, that's the levers you got, but that doesn't apply to me.
Well, these levers are universal. In fact, remember that video that we did, we're going back probably 4 or 5 years, but we did some analysis in terms of what a typical Australian household will earn over their working lifestyle. And something like $4.8 million comes into the household. That's that income story, right? So we've got all this income coming in. Obviously, we have choices around what we do with that income. So, and we've got commitments with some of that money as well. But it's the surplus that we want to go after. But it's a nice little segue in terms of what the second lever is, Bryce, in terms of what is left over. So what have we got there?
Well, you put the pressure on me, Ben, because the second one is your expense or your expenditure. Yeah. But I'm not sure what symbol we're going to sort of
well, that's all right. Money going down. It's fine. I'll just sort of, there we go. Just note that for future reference so everyone can see what we're talking about there.
Because for some people, Ben, the context isn't it? They've got a lot of income.
Yep.
For other people, they might not have the same amount of income. So it's really about, if you are in better control of your expenses, you might be able to trap more surplus than someone who's got more income who is not in control of their expenses.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, in a sense, if I was to draw that down here like that, you're hoping that little bit extra there, which is the surplus, right? That surplus is what we then want to go and put to work, because ultimately we need to trap that surplus and then play with the next couple of levers that we've got going on.
All right, you do this one, Ben.
Oh, okay, rightio. Income expenditure. The next one is the one that's not finite, Bryce, because you're going to do a clock. Oh, you beat me to it. Oh, look at that. Nice work. So time. What are we doing around time? Because it is finite. And so the earlier that we start, the better opportunity we have to be able to build. The later we start, the less we can build up when it comes to building wealth. So we need to make sure that we understand the power of time and how it's not finite.
So income, expenditure, time, and the last one here, folks.
Jeez,
you put that.
Wait, are you going to draw it? You got to draw it with the right colour. I'm going after it.
All right, you go.
There we go.
Time and target.
Oh, the target. There we go. There we put a little target in the middle. Very, very good. I haven't done another circle around. Another little circle there on the bullseye. Oh, nice work. Very good.
So folks,
the target, what does that mean? It's what are we aspiring to achieve, right? We're a big believer in you plan to become what you plan to become, and these levers are critical for us. So if we have a target of a certain amount of passive income in retirement, we then work back from there. So we then can say, okay, to get to that target, how much time have I got? What expenses am I committed to? And remember, there are 2 types of expenses. There is essential spending and there is discretionary spending. and then how much income have I got? And we can tell you, you don't need a huge amount of income. There are plenty of people out there, Bryce, who are being very successful at financial peace, but don't have the big, huge incomes. All they're doing is basically giving themselves delayed gratification. They're giving themselves enough time to build that up. Because once we get that surplus, what do we like to buy, Bryce? What do we like to buy when we've got that surplus?
Well, we want to actually leverage that into residential real estate.
Correct. And that's what the book is about. It's about this sort of thing here, where we go to the process of building out a property portfolio that can help you hit your target.
So folks, why are these the 4 levers to financial peace? Because it actually helps you understand that it's not a game that's just stacked in the favour of someone who's got the highest income. Because if you think about what if someone's got a really high income but they haven't started, Ben, so their time is really finite, versus someone who has a lower income but they're starting in their late 20s, they've got more time on the horizon. So it's a better understanding of all of these 4 metrics that then allow you to understand. If you remember, again, using the analogy of the bucket is the destination of where we want to go, it's pulling these 4 things. Did you find it? It's on page 44.
No, that's good. No, I was looking at sort of finishing out in terms of, that is just one of the frameworks and concepts that we have in the book, which is really building out. And I know it's very hard to see, right? It's incredibly hard to see. I'm not going to quite show it. But that's the pyramid.
He's not going to quite show it.
Of knowledge. I'm going to... That's the pyramid of knowledge, and we take it from the bottom and build up. We build on solid foundations, solid principles and frameworks down here, and then we bring you up into the science of property investing as well.
So Ben, we're going to talk about the 4 foundational levers which you've done, the 5 essential steps, who the industry players are, who to build your team, the property investment formula. So the buyer's
decision quadrant. All of those things are in the book.
Yes. So Ivis is trying to get me to think about something off camera there. But folks, we've got heaps and heaps of frameworks in here. So what we want to do, Ben, is we're going to return
back to babe. There we go.
We're going to go back there.
Got one. There it is.
Stack these, folks.
Yep.
So we have a few that we're going to give away. In fact, there's a number in the office here. And there's case studies as well, Ben, which is what Sticky was trying to say. There are case studies.
We are professional. We are so professional.
At the back here.
I think we're good at property investing.
Because on the front it says how to retire in 2,000 a week. So we do actually case studies that showcase different opportunities. Absolutely. So we run through that as well. So folks.
So where do you get it, Ross? Where do you get it? Oh, it's down here.
It's either there.
thearmchairguide.com.au
or through the magic of Stiggy off camera here. Right. If you just go to this spot here, which is just across our body.
Oh, that's it. Great.
Yeah, you knew what I was talking about.
No, I was all over it.
So folks, get yourself a copy. Yeah. There's only one catch. We've only got finite books. Once they run out, we won't be able to do it.
So what's left in stock?
So if you go there, what we're going to say is this is going to be part of our Black Friday offer that goes off at midnight, but because you're part of our Facebook community, we're giving you the heads up now. Nice. All we ask is we've bought the copy of the book for you. We just require you to pay for the shipping and handling to send it out to your place anywhere in Australia, and you can get your hands on that. So Ben, in the shadows of Christmas, in the shadows of people wanting to make New Year's resolutions, we thought it was a really, really good time to try and get this in the hands of as many people as we can, because I can tell you this...
Financial peace, Bryce, that's what we're after.
Over 17,000 plus copies already. It's become a bestseller.
Love it.
And so it has really helped transform a lot of people's lives, but we wanted to transform a few more. So folks, if you want to get access to all those frameworks, go and check it out, Ben.
Sounds like a plan.
thearmchairguide.com.au